it's well known that solar activity, these great emissions of power, which we experience as heat coming from the sun, you can see when the sun is in an up period of, if you like, power by the number of sunspots. Because these sunspots are massive projections from the sun that are bigger than the Earth, well bigger than the Earth. And they travel through on the solar wind and we get them as heat. And so when the sun is very inactive, there's very few sunspots, sometimes virtually none. And these have been looked at in their cycles through this period that I'm talking about. And when we reached the minimum, the bottom of the Little Ice Age, when it was at its coldest, it's known in climate science as the Maunder minimum. And it's named after a guy called Maunder, and his wife was there as well, who were charting sunspot activity and its relationship to Earth temperature. And they picked up a correlation. And one of the correlations was that when there was virtually no sunspot activity, we reached the coldest point of the Maunder minimum, the Little Ice Age, as they call it. And then sunspot activity started again, and we started to climb out of this Little Ice Age into present day. So when you discount basically the impact of the sun on temperature, your climate models are irrelevant. Irrelevant, because the basic foundation factor of what dictates the temperature of the planet, the flipping sun, is not taken into account on anything like what it should be to get an accurate projection of what's going to happen. Then you look at this from the point of view of prediction against experience. According to Al Gore, well before now, there should be basically no ice in the summer at the North Pole. Funnily enough, there is. And this should have happened, and that should have happened. And another thing that Joe Bastardi points out in his kind of lifelong love of weather is that we're told that all these extreme weather events now are increasing because of climate change. He's saying they're not. They're not increasing. There were more tornadoes and hurricanes way back than there are now. And there were more extreme weather events than we have now. But because it's a psychological game, if you keep saying every time, notice what they've done now in Britain, which they've never done before, they've started naming storms. Like they name hurricanes, which are kind of not very often, so you just name a few. They must be running out of names. Because every time there's a storm that you would call, it's a bit more than, it's going to be a bit rough, they give it a name.
All right, so it's another psychological
It's
tactic.
more scary.
All right, so we need to ignore it.
Well, what we need to do is to research ourselves beyond the official narrative. And if we do, we'll find an amazing thing, that there are a lot of scientists, increasing all the time, by the way, who are saying, actually, it's not happening, is it? It's not real, is it? There's many, many scientists now that were on the bandwagon, it's happening. We're now saying, well, actually, I'm reassessing it. I don't think it is now. I don't think this is real. And all that is available if you search for it. But when you've got a situation where the BBC, that's supposed to be this neutral organization, well, it's the way I tell them, that actually made a decision that the science is settled, therefore we're not having people on that are saying otherwise, then what you're doing again, back to the same theme, you're skewing the debate. Because all people are hearing is climate change is real if they don't go searching elsewhere. Climate change is real, we're all going to die. you are disgustingly, mercilessly frightening young children of the devastation and the horror that they're going to face for a political agenda. That's what's happening. So and the school, I mean, my son, Jamie, because he thinks for himself, when he was at school, and he had an exam, and part of the exam was climate change, he was obviously going to put that actually there's evidence to say that it's actually not happening. And his teacher said, well, I have sympathy with that, but if you say that, you won't pass, right? So again, wherever you look, where there's an agenda you can't win, you don't have the agenda, or you don't have the debate. So what you have now is anyone that is questioning the official narrative of so-called global warming, climate change, and it became climate change, by the way, when the temperatures leveled out and they couldn't call it global warming anymore. They're now climate deniers, which is obviously psychologically linking to Holocaust deniers, et cetera, et cetera. And so if you only hear one thing, that's overwhelmingly going to be the perception you have. Okay. And if you say to people, well, why do you believe that climate change caused by humans is real? They'll say, well, everybody knows that. Well, everybody knows that because that's all everyone's ever heard. When you go and do the research, you find actually it's a house of cards. It's just based on repetition. You know, go and research. The 97% of scientists believe that global warming is caused by humans. Go and research that, and you'll find, if you follow it back, it's based on wind. It's based on no substance whatsoever. It's a complete hoax, but it's a great line. Oh, 97% of scientists agree that it's caused by humans. Oh, well, if 97% of scientists agree, it must be true. You chart that number back and see where it came from. Even the Wall Street Journal trashed that.
Okay.
But it's still parroted all the time as justification for transforming human society, destroying beautiful landscapes with wind farms that are incredibly inefficient, and so on.
So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. I'm looking for partners, collaborators, colleagues who want to join forces with me around the globe and create real value, generational wealth, and financial freedom for everyone else around the world. Get involved in the cryptocurrency markets, get involved in the NFT markets. This is your moment. Life all comes down to a few moments. Don't let this pass. Now it's not too late. Next year's going to be too late. Ultimately, this is about freedom. That's the way I see it. This is about giving power back to the people and enabling billions of people worldwide to use the financial markets to improve their lives and those of their friends and their families and their communities. Honestly, I think it's a violation of human rights not to allow people basic access to financial services. Because right now people are being kept in the dark, they're being robbed of education, and it's a travesty. And so I'm looking for people that want to join me and be a part of this solution. And that all happens inside the DeFi Academy. The gains my students are making are absolutely amazing. Double, triple digit gains in the first month alone. That's amazing. This will change your life. Now is the time to get involved. I'm gonna tell you exactly how my students in my academy made money in the last 30 days. I'm talking about real trading results. And let me just whet your appetite a little bit. Let me hit you with some numbers. I'm talking Brendan from New Zealand is up 68.77% on the month. Steve from Europe up 83%. Albert in Singapore up 169.9% on one single trade. I got Susan up 153% on her call options alone, also rocking 139% returns and 442% returns as well on individual trades. These are people that are changing their financial future in the last 30 days, but it's based on trading discipline. I've graduated over 500 students from inside my academy from over 54 countries around the world. It's amazing. When it comes to crypto, DeFi, and blockchain, we love this space. We truly believe it's the future. This is down to our core. It's authentic to what we're doing, and everybody can tell through the camera because you can't make this stuff up. If you're watching me now, wherever you are, I implore you, take 60 seconds right now and join my academy. Apply today. Now you've got a chance. Life all comes down to a few moments. What are you gonna do? What's the choice that you're going to make?